Are you the fan of Lost Cherry by Tom Ford and Baccarat Rouge 540 by Maison Francis Kurkdijan? Well then, why not to layer those two and make people around you fall in love with you a little bit? And if you're looking for the fragrance that will give you the same vibe of those two combined together, then that's exactly what we are going to discuss in this video. So please keep on watching, but also don't forget to give it a thumbs up and of course subscribe to my channel if you're here for the first time, because I would love to have you back. On that note, once you're done with that, let's talk about how Lost Cherry and Baccarat Rouge would smell together. Let's do that. And welcome back to this video that I've been wanting to film for a while, just because I thought it's, very exciting to layer not only fragrances that add a lot to each other, but just very mass appealing perfumes. And if you ask any perfume reviewer or just a fragrance enthusiast who's familiar with niche perfumery, they all will tell you that Baccarat Rouge and Lost Cherry are super mass appealing, popular niche fragrances. And I think that if you layer them, you will really attract even more people, just because they proved their mass appeal on their own and they are a great team. So just in case you have those two fragrances, go ahead and layer them. But in case you're looking for one perfume that will give you a very similar impression of Lost Cherry and Baccarat Rouge together, then here it comes. It's Cherry Casino by Duo Fragrances, and it is from their concept series, which was basically inspired by the hybrid of Tom Ford's Lost Cherry and Maison Francis Kurkdijan Baccarat Rouge 540 Extrait. So in this video, I'll be spraying those two fragrances on me, and I have samples of them, one of which I got from the official website of Maison Francis Kurkdijan, and you know what, I will leave the link to down below just in case you want to check it out. And Lost Cherry, the sample of which I got from a fellow reader who sent me on my birthday. So on the other wrist I will apply Cherry Casino, and then I will tell you how that compares to these. So I think I'll just go into the Baccarat Rouge 540, because that's a very powerful perfume, and we'll apply a little bit on my wrist, just because, that's a very strong perfume, and I already get the medicinal vibe of dentist's office and a little bit of a candy situation that's happening on my skin right now. And if you are interested in my opinion on this perfume, check out my entire review on it. The link is going to be down below in the description box for you. But I would like to know, which concentration do you prefer, Baccarat Rouge, Eau de Parfum or Extrait? Now we'll apply Lost Cherry right on top, because this is how layering goes. And oh yes, that's a very sweet to sour, beautiful cherry that we get in here, with some powderiness and a little bit of liqueur. So I think that these two fragrances are meant to be layered, just because not an important, but I would say a leading role in these two plays a bitter almond. And bitter almond has kind of like this cherry, sticky, really sweet, fruity, powdery scent. So you can get both variations of that in Lost Cherry and Baccarat Rouge, but Baccarat has more of this spicy medicinal touch, and Lost Cherry really goes into kind of like boozy cherry, but it's powdery. So I find that they add a lot to each other, but they are not fighting together, they are like very good friends. And now I want to compare how this layering combination smells to the only fragrance, Cherry Casino, that should combine both. And don't get me wrong, I am obviously familiar with this perfume, and I won't lie, I love to wear it, just because Cherry Casino, yes, gives you an impression that you sprayed on Baccarat Rouge, wore it, and then applied more of Lost Cherry. So basically, the focus is rather on the cherry than on Baccarat, and I kind of like that, because that medicinal vibe of Baccarat Rouge, particularly in Eau de Parfum, is really challenging for me personally. Extrait is definitely more powdery, which I like, and so is Cherry Casino. It still has beautiful cherry, with almond, yet you know there is just a little bit of edge of Baccarat Rouge, so that makes it super interesting. And I would say that, oh yes, the vibe is the same. Obviously it's not the exact, you know, kinda thing as if you put Baccarat Rouge over Lost Cherry, but I think if you wore it, people would ask you, are you wearing Lost Cherry? Or others might get more Baccarat Rouge. So, you know, if you don't want to fuss with both fragrances and you're not sure how much of which you need to apply, although, you know, I personally really love to play with perfumes and to apply more of one, less of another, depending on my mood or just, you know, vibe I'm going for. If I want more of that daring, aggressive Baccarat Rouge, of course, I would spray more of that than Lost Cherry, but if I'm in a sexy, you know, mood, then I would go heavy on Lost Cherry. But if you don't want, you know, to be bothered by how much you need to apply, then, you know, Duo Fragrances has already done the job for you, and Cherry Casino is a beautiful blend of both fragrances. And you know, I like to wear it because it's mass appealing, it's very easygoing. I know that people react positively to it. It performs really well. It's one of the strongest fragrances from this brand, and in case you're interested in my reviews on some others of Duo Fragrances, I will leave my top list breakdown of them down below in the description box. Feel free to check it out after watching this video, and also comment below what do you think about Duo Fragrances as a brand, and do you like their hybrid concept. I personally really enjoyed it, and I have more fragrances from this series. And you know, I have a whole series on my channel in which I create beautiful perfume combinations that I love to share with you. So it's one of them. Definitely Lost Cherry and Baccarat Rouge 540 is an excellent example of fragrances that really work together rather than against each other, if you know what I'm talking about. And we all know that they are complement getters. We all know that those fragrances are kind of like, you know, these mind players or something. So if you are looking for a super amazing bomb combination and you like sweet, powdery, boozy fragrances with an edge, those two are great together. But just in case you don't have them and you want to have a feeling that you have, then Cherry Casino is the way to go. And if you want me to continue comparing Duo Fragrances, hybrids, to actual perfumes that they were inspired by, layered together, and please make sure to comment down below your thoughts, because your feedback is going to be very, very helpful for me and others. If you have any other ideas or requests, let me know them down below in the comments. And if you enjoyed watching this video and learned something new for yourself, please give it a thumbs up, and of course subscribe to my channel, because that would help me out a lot. Thank you so much for your donations, and if you want to support me, go ahead to Buy Me Coffee website. And you can also check me out on social media if you want even more perfume content from me. We can chat over there as well as here in the comments. So let's do that. And on that note, thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure to stay tuned, smell good, and we'll see each other really soon. Bye guys. Guys, just a quick update. I find the Cherry Casino, so that hybrid, is lighter than the combination of both of these, because there is much more stickiness and sweetness in here than over here, if that makes sense. I dropped it just to let you know, but it's still fine. So I love that I don't love to drop my perfumes, but I love that almost none of them broke. Thanks God.